All the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you get in using my name. You think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake. You think I'm crying on my...
Designing a highway is important in order to achieve safe, economical, efficient, and environmentally highway system. The elements of highway design must be addressed to ensure the facilities of highway is safe, accommodate, and traffic volume. There are three dominant factors that influence design of highway. First one is traffic volume. Traffic volume is defined as the geometric characteristic of highway cross-section element. Second, the dominant factor is design element. Design elements is used to determine the travel lanes, shoulders, medians, and etc. The last dominant factor that influence design of highway is environmentally consideration.
By the end of this project, the students should be able to propose a two-lane route that connects Jalan Semambung and Jalan Mat Hassan, propose the most economical route, propose the safest route, and also propose the most environmentally friendly route that connects Jalan Semambung and Jalan Mat Hassan. Lastly, propose the traffic control devices if necessary in designing the roadways.
For methodology part, there are various procedures that have been taken in designing the proposed road to make sure it met the design standard and also the level of safety as requested by the state government. The first step is the required information and requirements for the highway project were obtained and studied. Secondly, the design objectives, design constraints, and any other control points required for this project were set. Thirdly, the road cross-section element was designed. Fourthly, the vertical alignment of the proposed road was designed. Fifthly, traffic control devices at the intersection were implemented in the design, and lastly, a 3D design of the proposed roadway was created.
Vertical alignment of highway generally defined as the presence of heights and depths in vertical axis with respect to horizontal axis of alignment. The two basic elements of vertical alignment are grades and vertical curves. In this project, there are four parts of the vertical alignment. These are vertical curve 1, vertical curve 2, bridge, and connecting road. The next factor is sight distance. Sight distance is the length of roadways ahead that is visible to the driver. From the calculation, the SSD for crest vertical curve and sag vertical curve is 1048.33 meter and 2245.69 meter respectively. Theoretically, this is the normal SSD as there is no human that can see for 2245.69 meter. Therefore, this SSD will be used in determining the design speed of the road.
Now I will explain about the cross-section element. Cross-section elements include the various parts of a road that are present to make a safe and comfortable journey of the vehicle as well as other road users. These parts include the right-of-way, travel lane, shoulder, median area, and pavement crown. For this project, the following values have been selected for the cross-section. The first one is the travel lane width, which is we choose 3.5 meter. Outside shoulder width is 3 meter. Inside shoulder width is 1.2 meter each. Median width is 0.6 meter. Pavement crown is 1.5% and right of way is 20 meter.
Another factor in design element is a design speed. A design speed is a principal factor in elements of highway. It is must be correlated with physical features of design highway. This is because it is used to accommodate a traffic safely. Design speed is important as from the design speed, all other geometric features can be obtained to design highway. Since the crest vertical curve has SSD of 1048.3 meter and the sec vertical curve has 2245.69 meter, the speed limit that relate from the SSD from ASHTO is 120 km per hour. The actual speed is 129, but for a safety purposes, the speed design is limited to the 120 km per hour.
The purpose of traffic control is to assign the right of way to drivers and thus to facilitate highway safety by ensuring the orderly and predictable movement of all traffic on highways. To be effective, a traffic control device must fulfill a need, command attention, convey a clear, simple meaning, command the respect of road users, and give adequate time for proper response. At station 2+400, the proposed route will be intersected with an existing two-lane route. To ensure a smooth traffic flow and safety of the road user, traffic light is a suitable traffic control to be placed at the intersection. Traffic signals can be used to eliminate many conflicts because different traffic streams can be assigned the use of the intersection at different times.
Work equipment actually is the most important part when applied in a new location. So this work actually involve the overall amount or overall cost for a project in a construction of highway. So if we done less work, it will give a less cost required. Now I will explain about the cutting and filling from Jalan Semambu to Jalan Mat Hassan. For your information, the amount of land that need to be filling is more than the land that we need to be cutting. So the cutting points start from the Jalan Semambu, which is at the station 0+200 to station 2+600. And the filling start from the point 2+600 to station 3+200. Yeah, this actually same with the point from the 4+510 to a station 6+000. So all this kind of thing need the help from the equipment, or we can call as a machine. The example of machine are excavator, the bulldozer, tractor to carry soil, and backhoe.
For this highway mini project, in order to provide for a clearer view of the highway that is to be designed, a three-dimensional SketchUp design is constructed. The three-dimensional view of the highway design shown are not up to scale. However, it allows for a clearer idea of how the construction of the highway may look once it is completed. The three-dimensional design also gives a picture of where the bridge will be, the vertical curves of the road, and also the intersecting road. In the three-dimensional view of the design, it also shows the travel lane, the inside shoulder, the median, the off shoulder, and also the drainage ditches that were previously designed.
After doing this project, we suggest to have a commitment of designing and also maintenance for the proposed bridge. In the side that the drainage system also need to be considered, because to have the efficient work in the construction of highway. In addition, when we reaching the bridge, the user of road need to be provided with the guide sign and also the speed limit sign. It also can give adequate sign distance for the user by giving the straight line every 100 meter to 150 meter, so that they can manage and judge the speed and also distance from the another user.
To conclude, the task given to the group that is to design a highway that connects Jalan Semambu and Jalan Mat Hassan was able to be achieved in terms of its vertical alignments. The design was also proposed accordingly to achieve an acceptable level of safety and comfort for the driver, and also taking into consideration of the limited budget provided by the state government. In order to achieve the proper design for the highway, several factors were taken into consideration. The factors that allowed the design to be achieved are the pavement characteristics, vertical alignment, sight distance, design speed, traffic control devices, and also the earthwork operations. Therefore, based on the design criteria given, a highway was able to be designed in order to connect between the two roads.
For all the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you get in using